All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Giants Sports Talk Live morning edition here on this Monday morning. Yesterday, Giants completed a 3-game sweep of the Kansas City Royals. Didn't see that coming. They were able to win on the back of Mr. Blake Snell, who went out there and pitched another fantastic game for the San Francisco Giants. What does this mean for his future? Who knows? But one thing is for certain. The guy can freaking throw a ball. Absolutely. Wasn't much offense. Each team only had 3 hits, and the final was only 2-zip. So, again, but it was enough for the Giants to win and get that sweep. Now they're going to start it off in Arizona now.
After the second inning, Giants didn't muster up a single hit. So they got the damage done early. Thank God they got the pitching. I think they stole a game yesterday. Won the series, though. Hot team. They won 5 of 6 to start the road trip. Final score 2-0. Tonight, Birdsong. Your old buddy's back on the hill tonight, Eric. It always seems like, I don't know if it's just the days are flying by at our age or what, but it always seems like, hey, is he pitching again? It is, let me make sure I got this right. Birdsong on the hill against Eduardo Rodriguez.
Yes.
Game is
lefty. That's a lefty for Arizona. We'll see how Birdsong does. His last couple of outings have been okay. Not great, but they've been okay. So we'll see how he does. And again, it's going to be in Arizona, and Arizona is in the hunt for a maybe they want to try to get to that first wild card, because right now we'll look at the standings. They are tied with the second and third wild card. So of course these are all meaningful games for the Giants. Really doesn't mean nothing. It's just about finishing strong. Diamondbacks, again, it's playoff implications.
1 week left. I got to wear my hat.
There you go.
Got to wear my hat. You never saw my hat on the show last night.
No, I did not.
You were over at the ballpark.
I was.
I got a new hat. Bernice can never lose me. Look.
Oh, man.
Lights up.
There you go.
Yeah, if I'm ever in a dark room, she can. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Lights up. I never had a hat like this before. Isn't that cool?
Not too bad.
Yeah. She's probably got it in some women's department. I don't know. All righty. It's a quiet day. We got the Giants playing a game tonight. As mentioned, Birdsong, who's 4-5, 77 and 79 record, Eric. Trying to hit 500. Who cares? All right.
Yep.
There are only 3 other games.
That's it, man. That is it. You want to talk about a slow night at the ballparks.
Isn't exactly a rip-roaring show we got going here today.
No, not at all.
Chicago and Philly, that one is at 3:40 this afternoon. Nate Pearson for the Cubs, Aaron Nola for the Phillies. Nate Pearson, former Toronto Blue Jay. I think every pitcher used to pitch for Toronto. They're all over the league now. So Pearson, Nola, 3:40. That one is only being televised locally, and that is one of 3 other games today in Major League Baseball. What's going on today in Toronto? AL East battle.
You got the Boston Red Sox showing up in Toronto, playing the Blue Jays, 4:07 p.m. this afternoon, and you got Tanner Hook. I don't know how you say it. Whatever. Hook. That's where I'm going. Hook. Going up against Chris Bassett. Again, it's a game that really doesn't matter. Both teams are out of the running. Again, it's just about finishing strong to see what each team, I don't know what their young guys are doing on their respective teams, but maybe they're taking a look at some of the young guys to see what they could do for next year.
Yeah, you nailed it. Tanner Huck up against Chris Bassett. Seattle's in Houston on ESPN Plus, another one of those networks. You know what? I got to go through my TV guide because I can never find the ESPN Plus. When I open up my TV, Eric, there are like 129 of them, and I got to go, no, not that one. No,
there's a few.
That one. I don't know. I can never figure out the expansion when we're watching baseball on the Crime Channel. I don't get it.
Yeah,
we got the game in Houston today with Hunter Brown at home against Bryce Miller. The interesting thing, that'll round out the schedule along with the Giants tonight in Arizona. The interesting thing is, Eric, as I look at it on that Monday, September 23rd schedule, not even going to be a lot of movement when it comes to the wild card races either.
No, there's really no implications
kind
there.
Of an off day.
Seattle, because they're only 2 games out in that wild card, so there's
only a half game margin there. So it's this is a dull day.
It is. It's going to
be. And then it heats up. Then it heats up.
And then tomorrow, or I should say on Tuesday, then it's going to really start going. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at the standings.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah, man. This is what's the exciting part here. Real quick.
Or Eric can do the Macarena or something. We got to kill some time here. I don't know.
We did this last night when we were looking at the NL West, and it's going to be this right here. This is what's going to be exciting starting on Tuesday. Padres are going to have a 3-game series against the Dodgers. Padres are only 3 games behind the Dodgers in the NL West for the division.
Yeah.
Maybe the Padres could do some work here, man. That's going to be an exciting series, more exciting than any other game, to be honest with you. As far as if you're a fan of the NL West, it's probably going to be the most exciting baseball of the entire week. So, yeah, that's something we're going to have to keep our eye on.
I'm not buying what you're selling there. You got San Diego's got a sweep, and then you're looking for a miracle if you're thinking that the Dodgers are going to go up against Colorado and just come up with some mysterious losing skid entering the postseason. I can't see it. I think San Diego's going to be happy to win the first place in the wild card and go from
that's fine. But hey, crazier things. Did we think the Giants are going to sweep the damn Kansas City Royals?
Did I think the Detroit Tigers today would be tied with Kansas City?
There we go.
Nope.
And that's where we're at right here.
Nope.
Detroit Tigers tied with the Kansas City Royals for the second and third wild card. Baltimore still got the first. Minnesota Twins 1 game out. And as I stated, Mariners are only 2 games out of that third wild card. So
Tigers did good this weekend against Baltimore.
Yeah.
Won yesterday 4-3. Stole one Saturday. I was following the dots on that game, as we love to do it. Sometimes I think following the dots is more fun than watching it on the TV. the Tigers, Tigers went to the bottom of the 9th. Orioles at home. Orioles had runners at second and third. Nobody out. Couldn't get a run across.
Sounds like the Giants.
Then Detroit come in, scored 2 or 3. Game was over. So Detroit got a bit lucky. Good Baltimore team. Here is where they find themselves, in that tie with Kansas City. And Minnesota, you know what? You don't win down the stretch, you're going to fall short. Right now, they're a game out.
Let's look at this. Glenn, look at the last 10. Which team is on a roll?
Yeah. Oh,
Minnesota,
look at Kansas City.
3-7 in their last 10.
And look at KC.
Kansas City, 2-8 in their last 10. Lost 7 in a row. Orioles, they're 3-7 in their last 10. But look at the Detroit Tigers. 7-3 in their last 10. Do they make a run for that first wild card? If Baltimore keeps skidding, you don't know, man.
I think that's the way it's going to finish up. Baltimore, Kansas City,
and Detroit.
Or Detroit, Kansas City. One of the way. I think Minnesota's going to fall short. They got a tough schedule this week. Seattle's not going to do anything. Tampa's out. Done.
Maybe tonight we'll take a look at what the remaining schedule for these 3 teams are.
Yeah.
Just to see. All right, National League, San Diego Padres on fire, one of the hottest teams, along with the Mets, who are tied with the Diamondbacks for the second and third wild card. Both of these teams playing really good baseball right now. Wow. Keep an eye on them. Braves still on the outside looking in, still sitting at 2 games. I think they've been at 2 games for the last 3 or 4 days, right? Something like that. Again, we said it was going to be tough. You got to have the teams ahead of them to start failing a little bit. And right now, they are not. They are not. All the teams ahead of them have been winning their games, so it makes it that much more difficult. But this is it.
You and I were watching some video last night. The New York Mets fans, they're living it up, living the dream, heading to the postseason, while we have so many unanswered questions.
Lick our wounds.
Lick the wounds, Eric.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Lick
Who knows?
Wounds.
Last night, we were kind of discussing what was going to happen with the front office. News came down last night that David Bell got released, or I should say fired, being the manager of the Cincinnati Reds. A lot of people are saying, hey, could he be part of the San Francisco Giants' future as far as the front office guy? We talked a little bit about it last night. I think it was a good conversation, and who knows? He has roots in San Francisco. He was the director of their player development at one time. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he interviewed for the managerial position at one time too. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Birdsong, Rodriguez, tonight, 6:40. You and I, a little later start than usual. You can catch us for Giant Sports Talk Live, a Northern Lights Entertainment production, right here on this very platform. You can also find us on the X.
Yep.
I like to call it Twitter.
Yeah, so do I.
You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We're out there.
Yep.
Well, he's
that
out.
we are.
Anyway, his name's Eric. I'm Glenn, and I'll see you tonight, Eric, for
see you
Giant
tonight.
Sports Talk Live.
Around 9:15, 9:30. Again, we'll adjust it depending when the game ends.
See you then,
See you
guys.
guys tonight. See ya.